Very good morning, students. Today we're gonna start our new chapter, that is congruency. So students, a point come into our mind that what is congruency? Students, two things having same shape and structure are called congruent figures. Like see, if I take my both the hands, see. See students, if I take my both the hands are congruent because if I just place them like this, okay, if I just place them like this, they get overlap each other, okay. That means these two hands of mine are of same shape and structure. So if I just put them on each other, they are overlapping each other. So these are the two congruent figures, okay. So now students, let's just start the assignment 10.1 in which we're going to discuss some of the properties of congruency also. Okay, so let's just start with very first question. See, the first question is, okay, one more thing students before starting this. For congruency, we will denote the congruency sign by this. We will denote the congruency sign by this students, okay. See, first question, first part, what is given in the question? ABCD and PQRS, these are the two squares and they are congruent to each other. See, ABCD square is congruent to PQRS. Okay. These are the squares. If AB is 4, okay. See, ABCD and PQRS. These are the two squares. Okay, if AB is 4 centimeter, then PQ is equals to, then we have to find out the length of PQ. Now see students, ABCD is congruent to PQRS. So students, congruent means they will overlap each other. That means this complete square will overlap this. This means this AB is equals to PQ. Therefore, AB is equals to PQ because they are congruent to each other. That means this square will overlap this. This means this side is equals to this side. So AB is equals to PQ, and we know that students, AB is 4. This implies PQ is also 4 centimeter. Okay, so 4 centimeter is our required answer. Now see students, in the adjoining figure in the second question, what is given to us? See. This is P, this is O, this is Q, this is R, and this is S. Okay. So students, it is given that angle POQ is congruent triangle ROS. Angle POQ is congruent triangle ROS. It is given to us. Okay. So what we have to find out? Then angle POR. See, I have to find out angle POR. See, POQ. POQ is given to us and it is asked that POR. See, if I just add in both of them, add angle, this angle, add angle ROQ in both of them. If I add angle ROQ in both of them, this congruency sign as it is, ROS plus ROQ. Okay, so POQ plus ROQ, POQ, ROQ. So this means POR. So this will be how much? POR. This will be congruent to ROS plus ROQ, ROS plus ROQ. This means this complete angle. So this will be SOQ. So SOQ. See, it is asked in the question that POR is congruent to which angle? So it will be congruent to SOQ. So angle SOQ, that is the part number B, is our required answer. Okay. Now let us discuss part third. See, there is one circle. Okay. Circle O1, this is circle O1. It is congruent to circle O2. Okay. This radius is 5. Its radius is 5. Now students, then the radius of O2. I have to find out the radius of O2. Now see students, both of the circles are congruent. If both the circles are congruent students, then the radii of both of them should be equal because they have to overlap each other. So the radius of O2 is also 5. So 5 is my required answer. Okay, that is part number D. Okay. Now see students, question number second. What is asked in the question number second? On a line AB, okay, take 4 points PQRS such that PQ is equals to RS. Take 4 points PQRS such that PQ is equals to RS. This PQ is equals to RS. Okay. And students, state whether PR is congruent to QS or not. PR is congruent to QS. Yes, it will be congruent. See, because if I just see PQ, if I just add QR in both of them. So what it will be? So PQ plus QR is equals to QR plus RS. So PQ plus QR, it will be PR. QR plus RS, it will be QS. So yes, see, both the sides are equal. Now if both the sides are equal, I can say that they will overlap each other also. So yes, PR is congruent to QS also because they are of equal length now. So they will overlap each other, and if they overlap each other, so yes, they are congruent. Okay. Now see, moving forward to the next question, that is question number 3rd. See, it's the same question. In this we have already proved that POR is congruent to SOQ. We have already proved. So this we have to prove in question number 3rd. So just do question number 3rd by yourself, students. It is same as this question. And question number 4th is the true-false question. So just also do question number 4th by yourself. Now I'm going to discuss question number 5th with you, students. Now see what is question number 5th. See, both two rectangles are given. First is ABCD, second is PQRS. Two rectangles are given, ABCD, and second is PQRS. Okay, these are the two rectangles. Its length is 6, so this will be 6 also because in rectangle opposite sides are also equal. See, in this rectangle, this is 4, so this will be 4 also. Okay. Now, students, if both the rectangles are congruent to each other, okay, now it is given that ABCD is congruent to PQRS. It is given to us. Now, students, find PQ and BC. We have to find out PQ and we have to find out BC. Now, just see, students. If both of them are equal, if both of them are congruent, now this means this complete rectangle will overlap this. Now this means this side is 6. So I can say that if these are congruent, so I can say that this AB is equals to PQ. Because they are congruent, so they will overlap each other. Now if AB is equals to PQ, this is 6. So this will be 6. And this will be 6. And if this is 4, this will overlap this. So I can say that one more thing, RQ is equals to BC. Okay. So if this is 4, so this will be 4 and this will be 4. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to find out PQ and BC. So PQ is how much? 6. BC is how much? 4. So this is 6 and this is 4. And these are the required answer. Okay. So this is our question number 5, students. Now moving forward to the question number 6. See, question number 6, students. This figure is given to us. Okay. This is angle A, this is angle B, and this is angle C. And it is given, students, that A is equals to B is equals to C. It is given to us that all the three angles are equal. So find out the angle which is congruent to AOC. We have to find out which is congruent to AOC. See, this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. And this is O. So we have to find out which angle is congruent to AOC. Which angle is congruent to AOC? This. Okay. Now see, students, as angle A is equals to angle C, it is given. This angle is equals to this angle, it is given to us. So students, I can say that angle AOB, this angle AOB is congruent to triangle COD. Okay, because both these angles are equal, so I can say that yes, these two angles will be congruent also, because if they are equal they will overlap each other. Now see students, these two angles are congruent. Now do one thing, add this angle in both of them. Add angle BOC in both of them. So what it will be, students? So AOB plus angle BOC is congruent to COD plus BOC. Okay, so what it will be, students? AOB plus BOC, AOB plus BOC. So it will be AOC congruent to COD plus BOC, COD plus BOC. It will be BOD. Okay, and this you have to find out. So what is asked the question, which angle is congruent to AOC? So AOC will be congruent to BOD angle. Okay, students. So now let's just discuss the question number 7. See, question number 7 is it correct to say that any two right angle are congruent or not? Any two right angle, like if say I take these two right angles, are they congruent? Yes, students, they are congruent. Yes, they are congruent. See, because if I just place this on this, they will overlap each other. But if you say, see, why so? Because I can extend them also. I can extend them also. Okay. We don't know the length because these are the right angles, so I can extend them. Okay. And this angle is equal to this angle, and the sides can be just increase and decrease also. Main thing is the angle. Angle are equal. So yes, two right angles are always congruent. Okay. So students, I hope all of you understand this assignment. So do one thing, all of you just see this video, do these questions in your notebooks and do the examples also. I'm going to see you in the next class. Thank you.